Welcome back. In this video, we're going to create a project and then create your first Git repository. A Git repository is a place where Git can store information about your project as well as information about how it's changed over time. Let's start by creating a project. Let's create a quote book where we can store all of our favorite quotes, and we'll use this throughout the course to learn how to initialize the Git repository as well as commit to it and branch and merge and do all of the fun Git stuff. Let's start by creating the directory. I'm going to create this on the desktop. You can create it in whichever folder you want. Just make sure to keep track of it. And inside of that folder, let's go ahead and create one file. We don't have anything in here. We haven't created it yet. And let's go ahead and create one file called inspirationalquotes.txt. We can ls to make sure that it's there. We're inside of the quote book folder and we have inspirationalquotes.txt. It's blank right now. Let's go ahead and open it in Sublime Text so that we can add a quote to it. And I'll add a quote here, do or do not, there is no try, by Yoda. And I'll save it. So now we have inspirationalquotes.txt as one file inside of our quotebook project. And now we have the first iteration of our project that we can use to initialize our Git repository. So now let's run the command git init. Now let's run the command git init. And git init will initialize an empty Git repository, as it says here, inside of your project folder. So what it did is it created this .git folder. Now, any folder that is preceded by a dot is what's called a hidden folder. You can look at hidden folders and files using the ls-a command. -a stands for all. So this will show all files and folders in a given parent directory, including those that are hidden. And if we do that, we see the .git folder. Now we can go ahead and cd into .git to explore and see what it is. And we'll notice that there's a lot of folders in here that are going to be used to keep track of the files and folders in our project. And there you have it. You've just created your first Git repository. In the next video, we'll be using that Git repository to create snapshots of your project.